Hey guys, Sax here. I just wanted to make a short companion video to go with my Get Good with Gwynn full video. So if you've not seen that video, make sure you watch that directly after this one because some of the tech we talk about in this one is pulled specifically from that video. But the main question you guys had in my comment section is what artifacts are we running on Gwynn? So let's go ahead and talk about it. There's two setups I want to discuss today. The first setup is the one that I've been running primarily, and then we'll talk about another setup that I've seen and had recommended to me by some of my pack mates in the KONBINI clan. So the first one is this one you see on screen right here. We start with Resolute Conjunction, which is take minus 21% damage from sources within 15 meters. We all know Gwynn is up close and personal. You're in the face, you're casting your abilities, and you're just trying to find a way to stay alive and get enough of the orbs that will come off, the void souls that will come off, so you can heal yourself over and over again. That plays directly into the second artifact, which is Ring of Conversion. 48% of overflow healing from the wielder's own abilities, namely the void souls that you're picking up off the ground, will be converted into an overshield that lasts for 6 seconds. So we're picking up those things and getting access to extra healing, extra damage resistance, going to keep us in the fight for longer. Next, we have Courageous Planetesimal, which is casting any ability, increases damage dealt by 10.8%. This is just across everything. Obviously, you're looking for things like I have on this one, which is a void boost, weapon enhancement, things of that sort, as you're going to juice your character up over time. Finally, sleeper pick is a Valiant Veil, which is on the movement ability. So casting your movement ability, your blink inside of the kit for Gwynn, when you use that blink, you're going to get a 15% damage bonus for 5 seconds. So that is on top of and in conjunction with Courageous Planetesimal. Go watch that full video because the KONBINI guys, they tell us exactly what they're doing to do so much more damage than the average Gwynn player. And so the exact DPS rotation, the pitfalls that I made, the mistakes I made, you can go watch that. So now let's talk about the second setup, which would be what I like to call just the Planetesimal setup. Okay, so you come in here, we'll look at these. The first one is going to be Abundant Planetesimal, which is casting signature abilities, restores 1.5% health every second for 5 seconds. So we're going to be getting health back just from casting those abilities. Next, we have Binging Planetesimal for the second slot. Dealing damage with the signature ability restores health equal to 13.2% of the damage dealt. So again, extra damage dealt will restore health, and there's nothing extra that you need to do. No difference in gameplay you need to do. Next, we're going to keep this Courageous Planetesimal, which will increase our damage just by using those abilities, just like normal. And then finally, for our final slot, we're going to use Rampaging Planetesimal. Dealing damage to targets within 15-meter radius grants 2.4% signature ability damage for 10 seconds, which can stack up to 10 times, up to 24% ability damage extra. So we're just playing that in. That is just, we're going to spam abilities, go crazy there. There's also some interesting kits you can play for movement tech, meaning that you're, if you're going through some of the realm of the 9 activities and some of the higher difficulty, as you're going through creating void souls and you're moving through the battlefield. So think of this, there may be different setups that you want to use for DPS, some different setups that you want to use for just raw ad clear, and then something in between. So these are the two, but this one right here is the one that I like to use. Resolute Conjunction, Ring of Conversion, Courageous Planetesimal, and then finally Valiant Veil. So guys, I hope this was helpful for you. Until next time, be blessed, y'all. And again, it's not an exact fair comparison. I mean, this game's brand new. I don't know. That's actually a interesting conversation to have. I don't know what they consider their main market for Destiny Rising. Because brother, I'll tell you right now, the market here is popping for Destiny Rising.
Wish this time.
Yeah, I don't know how reliable like sources like Google and stuff like that would be for that kind of information, unless it was more of a. Unless it was like a publicly available figure. It's such an interesting dynamic where as I take damage, it deals damage to them. So
judgment won't come unexpected.
Yes, Goose, I am in a pack. Hey. When both equipped weapons are the same element, they deal... Hell yeah. I'll use that for sure.
So long as I can still revive, my judgment will not cease.
I also take the mindset very often where I don't, when I have decisions like that, like what just was on my screen, where it's like, okay, you have multiple decisions, things like that. Sometimes it's a little easier for me to just like click the first one that like comes up and I'm like, ooh, like that looks good, instead of like going through meticulously trying to be like, oh, do I want to do this? Bro, just get in there, just start clicking shit. Because guess what? I'm in the game now. Those past decisions, they don't matter anymore. They don't matter one bit. What I ignored, what I didn't do. Honestly, that's some good advice for life. You spend too much time thinking about what you did in the past, it don't matter, bro. You can't go back and change it. And guess what? You're the only person in the world who's even thinking about that thing, so. And that's free, y'all. That's free. It's worth what you paid for it. I keep forgetting that they take damage for dealing damage to me, so I'm actually like in a pretty good position if I just stand out in the open. That advice is free 99, folks. Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
Let's make this battle.
Some of these chaos modifiers kind of like turn you into a raid boss. If you think about it. Because like the amount of bosses that we could maybe like take damage from because we're dealing damage to them and they kind of give it back to us. Like that's what I'm doing right now. Yeah, like the chaos side of things kind of turns us into a bit of a Bit of a raid boss ourselves, doesn't it? I wish this boss would damage me more. I'm just sitting here fucking high-fiving it. Which is fine. It'll get the job done, but